special roll call.
Do you have any certificates? Why not?
Why don't we trace the votes back to one unit, one vote? We're good.
No. We're going with this. And it says right here, if an apartment is owned by a corporation, the person entitled to cast a vote for the apartment shall be designated by a certificate of appointment signed by the president.
Yeah, it says all that.
And
The president
where
of
the
the corporation.
certificates?
The president of the corporation.
Where are the certificates?
There are no certificates.
According to our bylaws, there must be a certificate.
Fair enough. Objection noted. Objection noted.
So we need to know which ones are cast by a corporation, because we need a certificate. Objection or not, but according to this, there should be a certificate.
All that's available online.
Yep.
You can find out who owns every unit in this place. if what
That's
you
fine,
do.
that's fine. Certificate-wise.
I understand, Joe. I hear, I can't make them up out of thin air tonight, okay? We don't have them. If we don't have them, we don't have them.
They were never
But-
turned over since 2013.
Think about it, young lady.
True.
By Joe.
Okay, thank you. Still in all, it says it right here.
I
There
understand.
must be a certificate.
Okay, don't repeat yourself 10 times. I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have them. The end.
That's not.
No, that's not the end.
It's not the end. It's
Okay.
not the end. It's
Make
not the end.
then make the case to somebody where it matters, where it changes the results of this election.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when we come up with that, we'll revisit the issue. But at this point, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I acknowledge that's what it says. We don't have them. As
Why
long
not?
as I,
That's not my fault you don't have it. It's not my fault.
Well, no kidding.
It's really not my fault you
They
don't have
don't
it.
exist.
But according to this, you should have a certificate.
okay,
They don't exist.
objection noted.
No, that doesn't make it right.
I didn't say it did,
It doesn't make it right.
but they were never turned over.
When you took over as you, somebody should have handed you several certificates, right here.
Okay.
And
they
never
didn't.
were. And guess what? It says I should have got them
Every unit I was
to
supposed-
attest to them. You should have signed them. He should have signed them, I
No.
should have tested them.
No, no.
It says right here, president should have signed it. President or vice president?
Of the corporation, not
that
of
owns
our
the unit,
corporation.
Not us.
Yeah, the corporation. Who's the corporation?
No. The president of the corporation that owns the unit.
Entity
Not
that owns
us.
the unit.
Not us. Not Casa Del Rio.
Can't make these
not
up out of whole
Max.
cloth.
Yeah.
That's not who signs it. It's the president,
Right.
officer of the corporation that would sign the voting certificate.
So where are the certificates?
I've answered that 4 times.
Go. You must go on with certificates.
Well, we
That's
can't.
what-
They don't exist. They were never turned over to us.
That's not my
We
fault.
do not have
It says it here.
Well-
It says it right here. They have to exist.
I judge.
So just
Whatever
a
you
question to the attorney. If you don't have the certificates, never been received, is this a valid election?
Short answer is no.
It says right there.
If the votes that were counted reflect one vote for one unit, and there's no conflicting ballot among multiple human beings within a corporate setting that own the unit, then there's no conflict that materially affects the outcome of this election.
You need to follow the bylaws. So according to the bylaws,
You guys, I understand. But it has to materially affect the outcome of the
and it
election.
probably
It
will.
might-
It
it
probably
might-
will
Of
be.
course, we don't know that yet.
It
We
will.
don't know that yet. So it's all, if you want to make an issue of it, fine. Do your research and let me know what you find
Well,
out.
I'm jumping in your lap. You do the research. You're the
I don't
attorney.
have conflicting ballots. I don't have two on, look, I
You're the
don't,
attorney here.
listen
Check it out.
to, stop talking and listen
Place
to me.
everything.
Here's an LLC, 2-member managers. One casts a ballot, the other casts a ballot. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's where a voting certificate comes in.
So
And if we don't have 2 votes cast for the same unit, which we don't have here,
still, we're in the same corporation, right? But my name's on a certificate and not his. I'm entitled to cast the vote, not Rodrigo.
okay.
So where are the certificates? I'm asking you, go find the certificates.
What's your next point?
Well, we need to find the certificates.
Okay, what's your next point? What's your next point? What's your next defect in the
And then we'll go
premises?
look at the front of the envelopes to see.
Okay, it's all right. Okay,
I'm asking you to do your job, go find the certificates.
There are no certificates to be found.
Then we have to.
I'm on tape.
then we have to
There
look
are
at the-
no
then we have to
certificates
look
for
at the
us to
front
find,
of the
and we're
envelope.
not going to create them now.
That's fine then. We look at the front of the envelopes,
Okay.
and wherever there's a corporation, no certificate, what happens to that vote? According to this thing.
It should be thrown out then.
Thank you.
If there's a conflict.
We will get all
If
envelopes.
there's
We're gonna get all
a
the envelopes.
conflict between the owners, the human being owners.
Well, we'll find out once
Of
we
that
get the
corporation.
envelopes. Once we get the envelopes,
Okay.
we'll look in front of the envelopes and check it out. I'm asking you to do it because you're our attorney. The envelopes should stay right here, right now. And we'll look at them one
The
by one.
envelopes are going where the other official records are being kept. I don't know where that is. They're not, but I don't keep them. I don't keep them.
We suggest bringing the envelopes back here, correct?
Yeah.
I said we
Yes.
bring the envelopes back here on a certain date. On a certain date, when you're available, he's available, bring all the envelopes back in here, and we'll go one by one. There should be 125 envelopes.
I'm not gonna have you guys pay me to sit through that process. So you guys do the heavy lifting. It's an official record. It's open to any member that wants to look at it. Set it up, do your audit, do your election audit.
The issue
and then
is,
tell me
the
what you
issue is
find.
we don't want Tony to start shenanigans when asking, hey, bring the envelopes, and he's, oh, make an appointment. That's what's gonna happen.
He's got your official records. He's the keeper of the records. What can I say? I don't keep them.
Right. But just in case, it's gonna land up in your hands again.
I know it is.
Down the
One
way,
way
it's
or
gonna-
another, it's gonna land in my
it's
lap.
gonna land in your
I
lap.
know it.
It's gonna land up in your lap.
I know, and I'm fully prepared for whatever comes.
Thank you, sir.
We'll deal with
Thank
it.
you, sir. Yeah,
But-
we'll deal when we cross that bridge.
But there's an election audit that you members can do on your own behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you want to do it, arrange it, go through it, check all the envelopes you want, check all the ballots you want, double check all the math.
Yep.
If that makes a material issue in any individual ballot, we'll talk about it, but I don't think it's going to happen because there's one, all we saw tonight was one vote, one unit.
Yeah.
That's about the end of it.
Yeah, but that's true too, one vote, one unit. But who's entitled to vote? That's what the issue is here. Who's entitled to cast the ballot?
Okay, you can go back and double check the ownership of the LLC and get the name.
But that's not the issue. There should be a certificate.
I know, Joe, you
All
said
right,
that 20
but you keep saying go elsewhere, and elsewhere is not gonna help.
It has to have a material effect on the outcome of the election.
It will.
We're way short of that
Yeah.
level of,
We'll figure it out, Phil. We'll figure it out, Phil.
you know how to reach me.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. Hey, great job, everybody. Great job.
We're not gonna
Chris.
I don't want to.
Oh, I don't know if this is gonna make an issue.
I say what I think.
Those five,
Once I get
you wanna keep these?